so we can proceed, in your legal opinion.
When you amended these same provisions in 2009, you included in that ordinance, it was ordinance number 2009-10, a statement that says, quote, "Fees may be adjusted by village council resolution as part of the annual budget process or at any other time as necessary."
And that's the key.
So this is
So-
any other time is necessary.
You enacted a law that said you can use a resolution to adjust fees as necessary. So you granted yourself that power. That ordinance went through the full public hearing process. I've been scratching my head trying to remember. I know it was more than one, but I can't remember exactly how many hearings we had on that ordinance. And it passed council with that language in it. So you have the ability to say, this is how we need to adjust the ordinance. Now, Mr. Townsend raises an interesting point, and I put a note in my notes from tonight's meeting to go back and look at that. You have to keep in mind that sometimes we repeal ordinances specifically by saying ordinance so-and-so is hereby repealed. Sometimes we repeal ordinances by implication. And when you go into a subject matter and you so rewrite the law as to have dealt wholly, W-H-O-L-L-Y, with the subject matter, as to make the prior existing law in fact a nullity, you have repealed it by implication. And so I need to go back and I need to look at those provisions. I need to look at what we did in ordinance 2009-10, what is proposed in this resolution, to determine whether or not you have repealed those provisions for what Mr. Townsend describes as a motivational rate, and I like the description, whether those have been repealed by implication or not.
So are we then premature in taking action on this?
I don't think so, because you're telling yourselves you're going to look at this again at mid-year budget and make adjustments as deemed necessary. And if we see that we need a motivational rate, you will be able to put it back into place at that time.
Councilor Dean?
Yes, I just